So, before I start, I was in the bathroom earlier and I saw someone had scribbled on the wall, "One up the bum, don't tell mum." Now, I've already lost my anal virginity once, but I can assure you, my first impulse after finishing wasn't, "Oh, I better tell mummy about this." Right, now with the extra material. Ian McKellen, shag or no shag? No, well, oh, come on. Who here would let Ian McKellen do him up the arse? No. No, I wouldn't let him do me up the arse, because I can't think of a more wonderful image than fucking Gandalf fucking you up the arse. You shall not fart! So I was thinking about Jesus, and because Jesus turned water into wine, didn't he? He turned water into wine, which is quite an impressive skill to have if he was going to be a bartender, but less useful if he was going to be a fireman. "Oh, Jesus, help! This old lady's house is on fire. It won't go out. Don't worry, I'll save you." Jesus! Alcohol's flammable. What am I like? You muppet, said Judas. It's in the Bible, Matthew chapter 7, verses 14 and 21. Look it up. I know you won't. But, I am quite sceptical about Christianity. People tell me I'm sceptical about a lot of things, but I don't believe them. And I'm sceptical about how they condemn homosexuality, because it's common belief that the Bible says homosexuality is a sin. And Christians will often quote a verse to you to illustrate the fact that homosexuality is a sin. But the verse they quote is quite clearly misinterpreted. The most commonly quoted verse when telling people that homosexuality is wrong is Leviticus chapter 18 verse 22, and the verse goes like this: "Thou shalt not sleep with mankind as with womankind, for it is an abomination." That's the verse they use to condemn homosexuality. "Thou shalt not sleep with mankind as with womankind, for it is an abomination." But if you think about it, gays don't sleep with mankind as with womankind, because they only sleep with men. There's no joke here, it's just the point. If anything, he's condemning bisexuality, and even then, you shall not sleep with mankind as with womankind. You'd have to be pretty shit at sex to pleasure a man in the same way that you pleasure a woman. I mean, sticking your fingers into someone's genitalia is quite common practice when pleasuring a woman, but to a man, it's fucking horrible. So in actual fact, the verse should have just read, "Be straight, be gay, fuck it, just don't be shit at sex." Now, as you can probably tell from my appearance, I cross-dress. Surprise, surprise. And I want to make this clear right now. I am bisexual, but my sexuality and my cross-dressing have nothing to do with each other. It's quite a common misconception that homosexuals cross-dress. And in fact, most transvestites are actually heterosexual. In fact, I say that most transvestites are actually more straight than your average heterosexual man. Because you see, transvestites don't put on women's clothes because they like men. No, they put on women's clothes because they like women so much that they want to look like them.
Somewhere there is
Just like football hooligans. Like football hooligans will wear football shirts, show support for whichever team they support. Transvestites will wear women's clothes, show support for them. The only difference being between footballers and myself is that footballers sometimes score. No, I'm kidding. I do have.